to Alexa Makes It. In this episode, I will be showing you how to make easy chocolate chip cookies. I made this exact cookie recipe a couple of weeks ago for the first time, and my sister said that they were the best she's ever had. So I decided to share the recipe with you guys. As good as Toll House is, Pillsbury, brands like that, you don't really need them once you see how easy they are to make homemade chocolate chip cookies. Let's get started. First, we're gonna go over our ingredients. First, you'll need all-purpose flour, sugar, granulated sugar, brown sugar, light or dark, it doesn't matter. Dark brown sugar is what I have on hand, but you can use light, you can use half and half light, half dark, it doesn't matter. Set that down. You'll also need baking soda, 1 egg, large. Ooh, don't roll over on me. Vanilla extract, 1 stick of butter, softened, or half a cup of butter. This is a fact you should know. 1 stick of butter is exactly half a cup. And the final and best ingredient there is, semi-sweet chocolate chips. Now let's get started on the recipe, shall we? Okay, first step is you cream your butter, and your white sugar and your brown sugar together. Hang on a sec, let me scoop the butter in there. Oh. You will need half a cup of white sugar. Level it out. Sprinkle. There we go. And you will need, hang on, 1/4 a cup of, sorry, I'm leveling it out, 1/4 a cup of brown sugar. By the way, sorry my kitchen counter is all cluttered up. I live with my mom and stepdad and my 2 dogs. This is how they like to keep it. Anyways, next step, you take beaters, electric beaters, and cream together your sugar and butter. Start at low speed so that your butter and sugar don't splatter all over the place. Just cream those 2 together. You'll know it's finished when it's a smooth paste. I'm gonna stay at low speed. There we go. So that is what you want. I actually forgot to mention, if you're looking for a sugar substitute, if you can't eat sugar, like you're diabetic or something, or you're just trying to cut down, one substitute that I find tastes very close to real brown sugar is brown Truvia. It has a slight aftertaste, but it's tolerable, you could say. If you want a white sugar substitute for baking, I find this tastes pretty good, in addition to this, mixed with this, I mean. Again, slight yet tolerable aftertaste, but this combination in chocolate chip cookies, it tastes pretty close to the real thing, if you don't mind a very slight aftertaste. Okay, next step is crack your egg in there. I'm so bad at this. Come on, little guy. Come on, break open. Oh, there we go, I got it open. Oh, be careful not to get any shell in there, that would be bad. Oh, there we go. Fun fact, I hate eggs. I know most of you love eggs as a breakfast food, but me personally, they are literally the most disgusting food on the planet. I know you're all gonna say, but Alexa, eggs are the best thing in the world for you. They're really not. They're just protein. There are other ways you could get your protein. Not breakfast foods, but chicken, fish, shrimp. Those are all good lean proteins too. Anyway, in addition to the egg, you'll also need 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. The 1 teaspoon, pour that in, and another 1/2 teaspoon. There we go. And beat. And there we go. And then you've got that. That's pretty much what you want. Okay, next step is to combine your dry ingredients, which is flour and baking soda. I'm using salted butter because that's what I had on hand, but if using unsalted butter, all you have to do is add 1/4 teaspoon of salt to your dry ingredients. Your flour and baking soda, I mean. Okay, so you need 1.5 cups of flour, 1 cup in. Flour is so messy, so be careful. 1 more 1/2 cup. Oops. Got a bit on my hand. Dump it in. There we go. And baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon. Let me just level that out. That's about good. Plop that in. There we go. And mix those two together with a spoon. Do not beat this. You're gonna make a huge mess if you do. Yes, dry ingredients put in a separate bowl. Okay, next step is you take your dry ingredients and your wet and keep on, gradually add a little bit at a time of dry ingredients, about that much at a time, and beat on low. If you beat this on high, you're gonna make a mess. I promise. So, beat on low. After you've combined that, put in a little more and repeat the same process. A little more. Beat again. So yeah, keep on adding a little bit of the dry ingredients at a time until you're all out of them. Look at how yummy that looks. There we go, that's mostly off. And last ingredient, 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Sprinkle it in there. There we go. I love chocolate. One thing you guys don't know about me is I have the biggest sweet tooth. I love dessert. I eat it every single night, believe it or not. Yeah, guys, comment down below what your favorite dessert is, what your favorite type of cookie is. Me personally, my favorite flavor of dessert is mint and chocolate, match made in heaven. I also love chocolate peanut butter and also anything lemon or lime flavored, including key lime pie. I actually have a really good key lime pie recipe that I'm going to show you guys in a future episode. And beat on low to combine the chocolate chips into the dough. And there we go. This is so frustrating. And you should have that. Doesn't it look so good? I love cookie dough. Weirdly, it tastes even better than the cookies baked. Just be careful not to get salmonella from this, from eating the raw dough. I think I'll be okay as long as I don't eat any more than the beaters, but yeah, let me know if you want me to do a recipe on just edible cookie dough. But seriously, as delicious as it is, do not eat too much or else you're gonna get salmonella from the raw egg and the raw flour. Oh gosh, I totally forgot to mention that you need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Lower oven. Boom. I'm sorry for not preheating the oven earlier. Now I have to wait for that to preheat, but that's okay. Hi, Carlitos. So yeah, it's optional but recommended to chill the dough first before baking it, but I'm not gonna do that. So right here I've got a baking sheet with a piece of parchment paper, and I'm gonna spray the parchment paper with the cooking spray. I think that's good. And next step is to roll this into balls and put it on the baking sheet. So roll the cookie dough balls into about that size. Do either rows of 3 or rows of 4, whatever you can fit, about a few inches apart. Hi, Rosie. I know, looks yummy. Okay, guys, so now we've got that. Oh, be careful. Okay, so once your oven is preheated to 350, take your baking sheet with your cookie dough balls and put them in there. Yeah, put them in there for 10 to 12 minutes. I'm probably gonna do an 11 to 12 minutes. Hey Google, set a timer for 11 minutes.
11-minute timer set.
Sorry, I forgot to set the timer. I will be bringing them to my friend's house on Sunday. Yeah, today's Friday. You guys happy that it's Friday? Do you guys have any plans for this weekend? Anything fun planned? My plans, I have to work all weekend, but in the mornings only. Hey Google, stop. Okay, it's been 12 minutes. Aw, Carlitos is crying. Poor baby. Anyways, cookies are done. Once your cookies are out of the oven, you just have to let them cool, basically. Okay, guys, now they're all cooled and done. Don't they look so good? I cannot wait to try one. This one broke, so let's go for this one. They're still a bit soft because I haven't let them cool long enough, but they should get nice and crispy on the outside. Once they're fully cooled, stay soft on the inside. Why don't we give this a try? This is so good. Take another bite. I love cookies. Another thing I forgot to mention when making cookies is they're pretty easy to overbake because, of course, when they're done, they're still gonna be doughy. The only reason for that is because they're straight out of the oven. They're going to harden once they cool. Once it's been 12 minutes, do not leave these in the oven any longer because they're gonna overbake. But if you bake them for just the right amount of time, they are the best ever, as my dad would call them. So yeah, comment down below more recipes you want me to try and make, and also like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I try to post every single week. Share my vids with your friends so they know who I am too. So yeah, I hope you liked it. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.